Alright, so in this video we're going to look at this question. It's a very simple question. Alright, so the question is, in the figure below, A, B, C are points on a circle. So you can see this figure, you can see the points A, B, C. Alright, A, B, C are points on a circle, center O. So this is the center O. Angle AOB is equal to 80 degrees. Angle AOB, so this is the angle. Alright, this is your A, this is your O, this is your B. So the angle AOB is what? 80 degrees. Alright, find angle ACB. Find angle ACB. So we have to find this angle. So let me name this angle as X. This is my angle ACB. And I'm also asked to find angle BOC. Alright, angle BOC. And I'm also asked to find angle CBO. So let's get started with it. So let's put our solution here. Alright. So we are given angle AOB to be equal to what? 80 degrees. Alright. So if you look at this circle, you would discover that this is an arc from point A to point B is an arc. And in this arc, we have two major angles. We have one angle at the center, which is 80 degrees, and we have another angle at the circumference, which is your angle ACB. And I named that angle as what? As X. Alright. So we are asked to find angle ACB. So 1. So you should know that your angle AOB, which is 80 degrees, this is the angle at the center. Alright. So you should know that your angle at the center is equal to 2 times angle at what? The circumference, which is what? X. And that is your angle ACB. So the reason for this is angle at the center, angle at the center of a circle, angle at the center of a circle is twice that at the circumference. Is twice that at the circumference. Alright. Subtended by the same arc. Subtended by the same arc. Alright. So your angle at the center, which is 80 degrees, is 2 times the angle at the circumference, X. Alright. So 80 will be equal to 2 times X will give us what? 2X. So in other words, 2X will be equal to what? 80. So what I have here and what I have here are the same. So to look for the value of my X, I will have to divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of X, which is 2. So this is divided by 2, divided by 2. So that this 2 will cancel out this 2. Alright. So that will make my X stand alone. So my X will be equal to 80 divided by 2. And 80 divided by 2 will give me what? 40 degrees. Alright. So my angle ACB, which is this angle ACB, is equal to what? Is equal to 40 degrees. This is the answer to this first question. Alright. So question 2 says find angle BOC. Alright, find angle BOC. So this angle ACB, which I've looked for, is what? Is 40 degrees. 40 degrees. So the next question says find angle BOC. So your angle BOC, this is B, this is O, this is C. So this is your angle BOC. This is your angle BOC. Alright. So let's take this to another page. So I have here to be what? 80 degrees. Alright. From our calculation, I have here to be what? 40 degrees. So here is 40. And now we are asked to look for angle what? BOC. So that's our number 2. So II says we should look for what? Angle BOC. So you should know that 80 plus angle BOC is equal to what? 180 degrees. And what is the reason? The reason is because of angles, sum of angles on a straight line, sum of angles on a straight line is equal to 180 degrees. That is the reason. So you can see this straight line. All right. So in this straight line, this complete angle from here to here is 180 degrees. All right. So if you have a straight line, so this is the straight line that I have there. Let me draw that better. This is the straight line that I have there. All right. I have the straight line like this. All right. So I have this angle to be 80 degrees, and I am looking for this angle. So you should know that this full angle on this straight line is 180 degrees. So now I'm looking for angle BOC, which is this angle. This is angle B. So this is your point B, this is your point O, and this is your point C. So I'm looking for this angle that is here. All right. So 80 plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degrees. So for me to look for my angle BOC, I would write now that angle BOC is equal to, so these two cannot be added. So I will take this 80 degrees to the other side of the equation. So this will be 180. When this 80 degrees cross it becomes minus what? 80. So that will be 180 minus 80 degrees. So my angle BOC will be equal to 180 minus 80. That will give me what? 100 degrees. All right. So this is my answer. Angle BOC is equal to 100 degrees. So this angle is 100 what? Degrees. If you add the two together, you will have 180. All right. So the next question is to find angle CBO. And this is your angle CBO. All right. This is C, this is B, and this is O. CBO. So this is your angle CBO. All right. So this is question 3 now. We are asked to find angle CBO. CBO. And we'll look at this in the next video.